Hey, what's going on, guys? This is JT from JT Corn Rings, where I talk corn rings and all things precious metals. Today, I am finishing a customer's ring. I'm working on a 1964 JFK Kennedy coin ring. So, I want to show that process today, but right after this intro.
Woo! JT Coin Rings!
I want to appreciate you joining me for another video, JT Coin Rings. Like I said earlier, today I'm working on the finishing process of a size 12 and a half coin ring. I'm making for nickel and dimes coin hunting. I really appreciate trusting me to make your coin ring. And then the next coin ring I will be making will be for BH Customs. You will also see me doing some touch-ups on Jimmy Lasari's ring as well that he won in a giveaway. So I want you to stay tuned for that. Now, before I go any further, I wanted to talk about the process on how far we have come when we do coin rings. When we first started doing coin rings in this community, we used to use simple tools. Now we have matured to the point of using lathe machines. Some people put jewels inside their coin rings. Some put gold, silver inlay. So many techniques. But I want to show you this creator, coin ring crafter, named by the name of Fence Kid. And I want to show you how he started making coin rings. He wanted to show a process that soldiers back in World War II were making rings, sending them to loved ones. They were almost like wedding bands, letting the loved one at home know that, hey, I'll be back soon. And this is a band to show my appreciation and my love until I get home. So let's see that process on how Fence Kid displayed how those rings were made. This right here is Fence Kid. As you see, he started off with a quarter, a hammer, pretty simple. He took that hammer and the reeded edge, and then took a drill and he drilled a hole right in the middle of the quarter. From that point on, he filed it until it was smooth inside. Fence Kid has shown us so many ways to make coin rings, and this is one of the ways that soldiers and early coin ring crafters made coin rings. Now we have tools. We have enough tools to make the coin rings look like fine art, right? I want to talk about the business of coin rings before I go any further. The business of coin ring crafting is a fun one. I do this in the comfort of my home, right in my basement. But even though I do it in my basement, you still have to run it as a business. And one of the coin ring crafters in the community that I definitely appreciate, and I look at how she um, markets her coin rings, how she makes them. I think that she does the best example on how a coin ring crafter should do a business, and I admire her. And so I want to show you some of her tips that she shared with me in the coin ring community last year. And her name is Midnight Joe.
Hi, I'm Jamie. I'm the face behind Midnight Joe. I got started making coin rings when a friend from out of town was visiting and she wanted to make a coin ring for her boyfriend. I eventually built that into a full-time business, and that's what I do now. My main tips for creating a successful business are: do the work. It will take way more than you can imagine. Be persistent. Be patient. It will take much longer than you can imagine. And never stop learning. That's it.
Jamie, thank you so much for those tips. Those tips still ring true in 2022. Um, I admire her hustle. If you want to go to Midnight Joe, you can find her on Instagram and TikTok at Midnight Joe. Check her out. Her work is on Etsy, and she also has a Shopify website. Beautiful work, craftsmanship. professional to the T. That's Jamie from Midnight Joe. But I'm learning to do the same, and I learn from great corn ring crafters like herself. Before I go any further, I want to make sure that I thank my friends and my family from the YouTube community. So at this section, I call in the streets, the YouTube streets, that is. At this segment of my video, I want to thank all those who came through my live stream that I just had. I was making a ring for nickel and dime corn hunting, and I had some friends of the YouTube community come by. So this is my appreciation. You want to do things when you're small, when you can make time to thank those who take the time out to spend an hour and 24 minutes in my live stream. So this is a video of those great YouTube subscribers and people who joined my last live stream.
Woo! JT Corn Rings. Woo! Yeah, my precious metal in the bezel. Woo! Don't just wear my collect. Woo! Pay up for the spotted letter. Send my coin to a ring, now that's special. Yeah, I'm all about my coin. Yeah, I'm all about my coin.
Right. I appreciate everyone who took the time out to come in to watch me make the first part of this ring. Today, I'm going to finish it up. I want to show you the ring that I'm working on. I want to complete this JFK. As I told during the video, the JFK ring was tricky for me. And a lot of corn ring crafters shared the same sentiment. You usually, if you don't pay attention, you can get a rip or a tear in that ring. So you have to anneal and make sure that the cut edge is smooth. So I want to show how the ring looks right now, and I'm going to show you how the ring looks afterwards, after the process. So you see right here, it's rough, still have the reeded edge, and that's the cut edge I have to smooth out, and the inside will be cleaned out as well. And the ring will be shaped to a 12.5. So this is how the ring looks right now before I go down to the workbench. Just wanted to show you how it looks, and so you can compare how it will look once I finish my process. Okay, right now I want to show you the workbench. That's the workbench right there. So I'm about to go down. You see that there's a coin ring. A coin, a 1964 Kennedy, right on the holder. That will be BH Customs coin. I will start his process for his coin ring as well. So that's the workbench where I'll be in a couple minutes. So I just wanted to show that. So give me 10 seconds, and that's where I'll be. All right, guys, I'll see you at the workbench. All right, guys, I'm at the workbench, and the first thing I want to do, this is the ring that I'll be working on. I want to check the size to make sure, and I did make sure it was at 12.5. So it fell right there, give or take. It's got to do a little tightening up. Right where I needed to be. I 12.5. So we'll have to clean it up a little bit. I did start some of that process. Okay. Let's bring that down a little. I appreciate everyone who takes the time out to use my services. Or making a coin ring. So what I want to do is clean what they call the cut edge. This right here is the reeded edge. I already start cleaning the inside portion. So what I'm going to use is a drill. I have my trusty drill here. Put the battery in. And what you want to do is place the ring there. You want to find the right size to place the ring to fit. And I want to start cleaning up the rim of the ring. When you do that, you give it a nice little finished look. So you have this device here. You place the ring on there. Make sure it's nice and snug. Okay. So you want to go there. Okay, you will hear some sound of the drill, so cover your ears. Okay, so what you want to do is make sure that's right, nice and tight. All right, so what I want to do is take this grit and I want to do that up to 2,000 to 3,000 grit, okay? All you want to do is here. You want to do that without going into the detail, all right? I know the sound is pretty loud, but so you want to take another grit. This is a 400. I went from a 320 to 400. Okay. Once you leave from a 320 to 400, you can go up to 500, 800, depending on what you have. I got 1,000, 2,000 here. So I know I have an 800 somewhere. So you want to go to an 800 grit next. If you have 500, you can go there too. But all you want to do is bring a nice little shine. Okay. As you see, starting to shine up pretty nice. Then I want to go to a 1,000 grit. And you want to repeat this for the rim, the inside of the ring, and also the cut edge. You want to go to a 1,500 grit. And then I go straight to a 2,000. Okay. You got 3,000, you can use that too. But if you don't, it's fine. Okay, now that you did that, you want to start going to your cut edge. Dropped it. And this shows that beautiful detail that you just shined up there on the ring. I'll take pictures and post them to my community tab. Now I want to go and do the same thing to that cut edge, okay? And that takes me to do some sandpaper as well with 320. You can go from here. And really I can start going from like 1,000 because I originally started doing this while I was making a ring. So you want to find some good paper, some good 1,000 grit. Okay, there's 1,500 here, 2,000, and all I gotta do is find some 1,000. You don't need much. All you need is enough to shine. So there you go. What I want to do is place it down here. And I can put it on. Let me see if I can put it on here. It makes it easier. Just like that. You hold it there. And all you do is hold it like so. Okay, you start seeing it shine a little bit now. Now I go straight to the 1,500. Now, as before I said, when I was making a ring, I went from 320 to 400 to 800. So I was kind of doing it while the ring was forming. So that made me not have to start all the way to the bottom of 320 again. Okay, so you want to kind of, the best way you can, you want to cut as many steps as possible. You know, help yourself out. Okay, that thing is shining up. Go straight to 2,000. Okay, you see that shine is coming in. All right, so the next thing you want to do, like I said, you can go to 3,000 grit if you have it. And what you want to do now is take a little bit of steel wool and you can go across that ring as well. Just want to make sure you have your safety glasses on. Okay, as you see, that would take off some of the grit as well. And when you start doing this process, you want to start kind of shining it up. So you can wear gloves to really not leave any marks. As you see, that ring is starting to clean up real nice. Starting to clean up real nice. And show you how you look on the finger. Start to clean up real nice. 12 and a half. All right. So the next step here, you want to clean the inside of the ring. Same way. So let me put my gloves on, because you really want to get inside there to get all that grit out. So what you can do is, I'll put this away for a second. Clean up as I go. What you want to do is take the inside of the ring and start cleaning up. I also dip this inside of the hot steamer. This is especially after I give it like a nice soapy bath to clean all the grit, all the work, all the fire scale. And that's before I really shine it up. So you want to go inside like this, clean that ring up, give your customer the cleanest, shiniest ring you possibly can. Okay, now you clean that inside. Want to make sure it's clean. Now, for this customer, usually I clean the whole entire inside by taking all the detail off, and I would engrave a name if the customer wanted me to, but this customer wanted to keep it as a coin with all the detail possible. So now I want to clean out the grit that will be in the reeded edge. I do it the same way. Put it on top of here, and I have my steel wool. And all I do, okay. So that's what you see. You see how that ring is really shiny right now. And that's how you focus on that. Real nice shine. And I haven't even used the polish yet. Do the same thing. You shine the cut edge. You shine the reeded edge. The detail of the coin. And then you also clean it up with a little soapy water. And then you use this medium here. It's called Flitz polish for metals, plastic, and fiberglass. And I clean it up and I throw it in the bag. All right, so there we go. The ring will be shined up, pictures will be taken, video, and sent out to the customer. It'll be mailed out. All right, now I did say, I promise that this is Jimmy Lasari's. He won a clad ring. This clad ring will be sent out tomorrow as well. So let me go ahead and now put this on the mandrel, and this will be cleaned up. So what you want to do is, even though it's clad, you still want to go through the process. Okay, I like to make sure that it's as clean as possible and every detail is there. Okay, let's make sure that the rim is nice and shiny. And I'll also give him his accessories to go along with it. Thank you so much for joining my live stream, Jimmy. And it'll be sent out this week. A size 9 coin ring. Okay. So guys, that's how you do it. You know, that's how you do it. Takes a little time, but you want to make sure that you do the finishing projects, and then I'll make a nice little bag for him, put it in a ring box, and send it out. Okay, guys. Now I'm on my way back up to the computer. And that's it. That right there was me finishing up that process. I already sized it up to a 12.5, as you've seen. Clean up the cut edge, clean up the reeded edge. Now the next step would be shining, buffing, putting it in a nice specialized bag, and sending it out to the customer. Thanking them once again for taking out the time and even considering me out of all the coin ring creators to make their ring. So thank you, Nickel and Dimes Coin Hunting. Thank you, BH Customs. Your ring is next. Jamie Lasari, your ring will be sent out this week. And remember, guys, I have a giveaway for my last live stream. You have to go see the live stream to know the details on what is being given away and what you have to do. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you want to find out a way to support the channel in any form or fashion, you can donate by Cash App, PayPal, or if you recognize that my coffee cup is empty, you can always give me a cup of coffee. Those details will be in the description below. If you'd like to support the channel and help me to continue to give out giveaways and also things that I give away from the channel, like free stickers and all, please feel free, if you feel, to donate to the channel. But I thank you so much. And guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and I'll see you in the comments.
Take pride in your stack and wear it. Johnson Toe is an American craftsman who could take your favorite coin design and create art that you'd be very proud to wear and something very special to share. JT Coin Rings, handcrafts, handmade jewelry, especially for you.
JT Coin